Good evening, and welcome to another live stream with me, Edward from Games and Tea. A very quick announcement for this game. Unfortunately, the music does not want to work. I do not know why. It is extremely irritating, and I can't figure out what on earth is stopping the music from working. So, you're gonna have to cope with a music-less game, I'm afraid, today. I do have music going on in the background, but for some reason it's not coming through on my headphones, nor is my computer deciding to play it at all. Do not know why. Possibly due to the heat today. Anyways, I hope you are all doing well. You may notice we have, at this present moment, only 2 players. Do not worry, there will be a third turning up later today. But unfortunately, Marius, who plays Sam, is unable to join us today, as is Jeff, who plays Luminol. Both of them have prior commits today, meaning that we are sadly without them today, but we do wish them all the best for today. But for our 2 players who are currently here, how are you doing, gents?
Good, how are you doing?
Stressed.
I am what can only be described as alive.
Oh,
that is better than nothing.
That's good then. That is good.
One day. It will be.
Again, with the announcements, a very quick thank you to Fantasy Grounds, which is our virtual tabletop of choice, and the models that you can see in the stream around us are all made in Heroforge. As previously said, there would normally be music playing, but unfortunately for today, I do not know why, but music has decided to stop working. Anyways, so we are going to start with a brief introduction from our players as to their characters, starting with Chad from the Twitch channel The Wizard of D&D, who plays Kairos. How are you doing, sir? And please do tell us a little bit about Kairos for us.
Hello, everybody. I am Chad, also known as the Wizard of D&D, Wizard of Dind, specifically, is how I say it. But I'm having a good time, and we've got Kairos Bloodsail, the Sanguine Shadow. He is a rogue of nefarious purpose who was shipwrecked on the continent and had found his way into a small little town in which he decided to start making his name and putting his imprint in that town to work towards taking control of some stuff and building a little empire of his. And so far it's going okay. We'll be seeing how that goes from this point out, though.
Definitely can see how that turns out. And above him we have Crunchy Cactus from the Twitch channel. You have told me your Twitch channel name again. What's your Twitch channel again?
It's okay. No one watches it. If no one watches it, it's fine.
But you have a Twitch channel. Come on.
I do. It's Marmalade Squeeze. It's really cute. It's a good name.
Marmalade
Everyone go watch it.
Everyone go watch Marmalade Squeeze. How you doing, sir? Please do tell us a little bit about Brawl for us.
Braun is the most adorable cinnamon roll in the world. He has no past traumas whatsoever. Simple merchant who found his boss dead and then went on a vindictive hunt to find the person who did so, with people who obviously are better equipped to do fighting than he is. That's really, he may have cast a spell or two and may have lost control of his body due to something and had a weird dream encompassing a winged snake creature. But other than that, he's 100% a good person and fine.
Oh yeah, he's absolutely fine there. Just an ordinary dude doing his ordinary stuffs.
That's all he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he can speak into people's minds, but that's neither here nor there.
Details. And as I said, we will be joined by another player very shortly, hopefully, within today. But we'll have to see how that goes. So it has been a little while since our Sunday crew were in the D&D world of Malintar, so we're going to have a little bit more of a lengthy recap than is normally what we have. So our 4 heroes that you can see here today were involved in various different tasks around Archwall, when eventually they managed to all gather, at least in front of the guild who Braun was a member of, and maybe still is a member of. We'll have to see about that. Because of some various nefarious activities that occurred there. through some very tense discussion, an alliance was formed between the four characters, in which it was requested that a character with the name of Evan Dane to be sought out, as well as another character whose name was William Lewis. These two characters, unusual though they seem to be brothers of some sort, and our four characters set out to a mansion which was supposedly in the centre of Archwell. They did actually find this mansion, which was in the centre of our little island of Archwell, battling their way through some quite horrific zombie-like constructions, which had some very strange black shards embedded within their bodies. They managed to make their way through up to the mansion and did indeed meet Evan Dane, a very jovial character, and then also met William Lewis, a much less jovial character. They were left alone for a small amount of time within the mansion, when they managed to find a secret underground laboratory. Entering the laboratory, they found William Lewis seemingly disposing of something within that laboratory. Another tense conversation was had, and then battle was joined when William Lewis decided to reveal their skills to our four heroes. Our four heroes were, however, successful in subduing William Lewis, keeping him alive long enough so that Evan Dane managed to come to the fore. Our four heroes finding out that Evan Dane and William Lewis were one and the same person. While this conversation was happening, our fairy friend had found another door within this laboratory, knocked on this door, and a very, very small voice from inside said, "Is anybody there?" And that is where we are going to jump into tonight's session. Luminol turns around to the three of you. I think there's somebody behind this door.
Oh, okay. Mr. Dane, do you know who could be behind that door?
What?
There's a voice coming from over there. Do you know who that is?
No, I do not believe I do. I do know. That would be Williams.
Don't say his name. He's not here anymore.
Okay.
I'm gonna go walk over to the door.
Mm-hmm. Sure. It is a very solid, constructed door. It seems to have a very small peephole in it with some very thick bars that obstruct much of your view. When you peer in through this door, do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay. You can dimly see in the cell beyond. There is very, very little light within this cell, so you can dimly see a very small, diminutive figure curled in one corner of the room.
There's someone. Is this some kind of a cage back in here? Do you know?
Who are you asking?
The dude.
Evan, no worries.
Evan.
Well, it looks like a prison door. I assume so.
Do you have any keys on you?
And he starts sort of moving around himself, and eventually he pulls out a very thick iron key, which you hadn't seen upon his person before, and it's I think this is the key, yes.
What's it here?
He tries to throw it to you, but it was a very pathetic throw.
I kind of look at him for a moment. I'm like, okay. Walk up, go grab the key, and then walk up to the door. And I call out for... Oh, wait, no. His alternate personality is William Lewis, correct?
Correct, yes.
Oi, what's your name back there?
Uh, Malin.
Malin, what are you doing in here?
Trying to not die?
Can I get a better look at who Malin is? Like what they...
Sure. It's it's pretty difficult to see because there's very very little light in this room. So while you do have dark vision, unfortunately, when it's this dark, you can only see the person dimly. But they appear to be a halfling of sorts. Much other details you can't really make out, but it seems to be a female halfling.
I suppose you are from the town. What do you do in the town? And as I'm talking to them, I'm going to start unlocking the door.
I'm not. I'm not from the town. I don't know where I am.
It's all right. It's all right. We got you.
It's
And I'm
not. It's
gonna
yeah.
go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was going to say it doesn't take you long to unlock the door now that you have the key.
All right. I slowly opening. I go, don't move too fast. I want to make sure that you're going to be okay. Slowly stand up.
As you open the door, she seems to try and get even further into the corner in which she is. You can tell it doesn't take a very high passive insight or insight check to be able to tell that she's terrified.
Yeah. I say, don't worry. We're not here to hurt you. We are here to actually help you. My name is Kyrus, and I kind of walk in and I pull out I kind of pull my backpack off the side, and I kind of go into one of the pouches and start pulling out some quick rations and hold them out to her.
Yeah, no worries. As you enter this cell, you're letting a little bit more light in than there previously was. You are now able to see the character in front of you much more clearly. It is a very thin, emaciated young girl with shocking red hair and this very torn sort of light blue skirt and torn green shirt. She looks very underfed and very very thin for a halfling who you presume is quite young, but difficult to tell due to the light and her emaciated form.
Here. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. And I kind of even kneel down on one knee.
She tries to get away from you, but obviously can't because she's in the corner. And you kind of chat to there.
All right. I promise you, I'm not going to hurt you. Please don't worry. I'm trying to be as sweet as possible and as kind as possible. Is there any?
I was going to say, could you roll me a persuasion check with advantage because you are trying to be calm and soothing, and also you also have the food there as well.
Perfect. Oh, come on. Why are you not? There we go. Ooh.
Wow, very nice. Very nice. Your persuasion skills are doing well here today. She doesn't visibly relax, but she does seem to uncurl a little bit from her corner, and as you presumably hold out the small piece of food to her, she quickly snatches it from your grasp and just crams it into her mouth.
See, and then I'll even pull a blanket out from in my pack and hand it over to her.
She takes it and wraps it around herself.
Come on, we're gonna get you out of here.
That man isn't there, right? Man's not there. I heard lots of shouting, yelling. He's not there, is he?
Not the man that you know. It's a long story, but the man that is here, oddly enough, is not him, and he will not hurt you. I promise.
Okay. She begins to stand up, but because of how thin and how thin she is, she is quite unsteady on her feet.
I go over to help her.
Luminal also flies in after you and tries to help her onto her feet. It's then you also notice how small Luminal is, because this person is a halfling and Luminal is shorter than this halfling. Or rather, this person is a halfling and Luminal is the same size, and this halfling is a young girl. So Luminal's a small person.
Itty bitty.
Itty bitty. Yeah, and so you gently lead Malin out of the cell, and as soon as she's out of the cell in the lights, eyes blinking from the torchlight that she now can clearly see. She glides across and sees Evan Dane, and immediately shrinks back behind you, Kairos.
I put my hand.
Braun, you also now see Malin as well.
I put my hand back on her, like in front of her, and I kind of whisper back. I said, "Don't worry. It looks like him, but it's not him."
Just don't let me hurt me.
I won't. Malin, right?
Malin, yes. Maylin.
Who are your parents? What are their names? Do you know? Do you remember?
Rosie and Richard.
Rosie
and
Richard.
And at that point she starts crying.
Okay. I kind of I don't think about it. I'm kind of just instinctually doing it, though I don't realize it. I put my arm around her to comfort her, and I don't even realize I'm doing it.
Nice.
It's all right. Rosie and Richard. All right. We'll find Rosie and Richard for you. There are some people in the town that can help find your mom and dad. All right.
While this has been going on, Braun, what have you been doing? You're muted.
I'm just attending to Evan at this point, making sure he's okay.
Evan is currently at this present moment looking very much the worse of wear, but he's at least not dying, shall we say.
Yeah.
He also seems very lost, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Do you wanna go back upstairs?
Yes. I don't recognize this place.
You don't have to worry about this place anymore. Don't even think about it.
Right. Okay. Fine. And he sort of in his battered state, which the four of you had beaten into him. He leans against the wall to help himself up and starts to hobble across the lab.
I'm taking Evan upstairs. He needs some rest.
We need to take Evan into town.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. We'll have this discussion once he's resting.
We need to take Malin into town, and we might as well take him with us.
No, he can rest here. This is his home.
At that point, Sam and Lewin will pipe up. Well, we could just set a guard. We could stay here and keep an eye on him.
That'd be great. Evan's gonna need a lot of help, I think.
I'm taking the girl back into town.
That's perfectly fine. He stays.
Right. Well, okay. Right. Okay. Evan, why did you follow me? And Lewandle starts flying in front of Evan. Evan is looking very sort of doesn't quite know what to do, and so Lewandle basically gently guides him up the stairs out of the lab, with Sam following behind, in a very this guy in a very sort of I will stab this guy if he does anything stupid, does anything bad, leaving the two of you and Malin still in the lab.
Let's get you home. Yeah?
Why don't you handle your Evan and I'll take care of her?
He's safe. I trust Lewandle and Sam.
I don't want to have a conversation with you in front of her. But let's go then. And I actually just, without even, again, not even thinking about it, I pick her up, holding her in my arms, and I walk her up the stairs, and so we can head out.
Yeah, no worries. She's very what's the word? Amenable to you doing that. There's no resistance.
Okay.
And when you pick her up, again in that sort of like you just pick her up and start walking with her. You very quickly notice how light she is. I'm not sure. I don't know how much experience Kairos has had with halflings, but you would at least know that a small girl shouldn't weigh this little.
All right. I'm assuming because you mentioned she was emaciated, then she looks like you can see like bones and her
Yeah.
cheeks are sallow and sunken
Yeah.
in. Yeah. Is
Exactly,
she
yes.
eating? Is she eating the rations I gave her?
Oh yeah. She grabbed them, stuffed them in her mouth, and they disappeared.
Okay. I kind of reach back and give her some more if she needs it, and holding
Rations,
some more.
rations are good, but hold on. Like out of my bag, I'm gonna take some of the grandpa's French toast that I saved, and I just hand it to her.
In your bare hands?
I mean, I'll give it in the bag.
I just imagine just like dripping from inside the bag, all the syrup and everything you had on it, and just getting it out, and it's like, oh,
remind me, please, Braun. What was your recipe for Grandpa's French toast again?
So it's French toast with bananas and blueberries, and as well as whipped cream and powdered sugar. And we didn't have fantasy Nutella, so we just did a like fudge sauce on top.
Yeah, I remember. So you hold out this bag, and it's been in the bag for a little while now. And while you hold out the bag, you open it up and you suddenly realize that what was a very delicious breakfast is now just this mush of cream and honey and chocolate, and it's just a complete mess.
It could still be delicious. I mean,
it could still be delicious, but it doesn't look particularly appetizing. But that, however, does not persuade Maylin. She looks extremely, extremely hungry, and as you hold it out to her, she simply just grabs it, hand dives straight in, and just starts cramming this mush, for want of a better word, into her mouth.
This is where the first time when looking at her, you actually see anything other than concern on his face, which is a quick flash of disgust as this is all going to be dripping on top of him as she's eating it. He's just like, ugh.
Absolutely.
Make the smile when she looks at him.
There you go. Eat the whole thing. It's okay.
I'm really wondering, is she getting drunk? I mean, there's fruit, fermentation, and stuff.
It's not been that long. It's not been that long. She's not getting drunk, but it's not been that long for the fruit to ferment. But still, it's Kairos, you are going to have to take that coat for dry cleaning afterwards.
Yeah.
So the pair of you head up the lab, and once you get to the top and out of the study, you glance down the corridor and you see Sam and Lewinel have, or at least you can see Sam has taken position outside the door to the bedroom that you four of you found previously, and he seems to be at least standing guard. He glances across the two of you and just gives the pair of you a nod. We've got him here.
Good. Just if he turns back to William, just knock him out, please, and make sure Evan's comfortable until we get back.
You got it.
Thank you.
So the pair of you lead Malin out of the front doors again into the open space, and as you go out in the open space, it's getting on for late afternoon, early evening time, and the sun is still up, but she suddenly seems to be quite shy, as well as seems to be very curious as to the world around her. And after a very, very short amount of time, she starts crying again.
Okay. I kind of just let her go as I pat her on the back as I'm carrying her and whisper, we'll get you home soon. We'll get you home soon. And just keep going.
She seems inconsolable. As the pair of you head down the oh dear. As the pair of you head over the bridge and again and back into the tree-covered path that you first took on the way up here, I require from you to know what your passive perceptions are like.
16.
16. Braun?
12.
All right. It's not that difficult to notice that coming up the path towards you. Erik, could you please describe your character for us?
Erik, are you there?
Let
If
me
you're there,
unmute
can we hear you?
myself.
That would be a good idea.
Let's start over.
Let's start
could
over.
I? That was the first thing I said. Walking up the path towards you, you see a fully armored tiefling walking your way. Dressed in black.
Oh. There you are.
Is-
Eyeballing him.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do an insight check on his demeanor as he's walking up. I mean, how is he walking up with like a fervor, with suspense, with you know what I'm saying?
Roll an insight check.
15.
15. So, Erik, what is the demeanor of your character right now?
Well, anything I want it to be.
Pretty much anything you would like it to be, yes. So what would you like it to be?
Yeah. He is tense,
Okay.
looking straight at the pair coming from the mansion that he was going towards. Really tense but curious in who these characters are.
How far away is he from us?
It's he's a good distance away, but rapidly approaching. Unless the pair of you have stopped moving, in which case he's approaching a little bit slower than that, but still.
I stop and it looks like he's seen us. I'm guessing.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, the pair of you weren't trying to be particularly stealthy, and neither was he. So yes, the pair of you have noticed each other.
Well, my passive perception on this tune is not as high as on Progenital, so.
No, absolutely not.
Oi, what are you doing?
Walking down the road.
What he said.
We're not. Okay, I apologize. I thought that we haven't left the grounds of the mansion yet, have we?
Nope.
Yeah. What are you doing? Walking up the mansion roads here.
That's a better question. Yeah, what was I doing? Let me check. Because this story has changed a few times.
A couple times, yeah.
Gotta write that down, man.
We did.
I am, or at least so I've been told, that this mansion has been built by the College of Mages and has recently been under attack by a couple of zombie creatures.
How did you hear this? When this just happened, potentially not even an hour ago.
And there was no one here but us.
I draw my rapier. Not moving. I've stopped so that you're about what, when you're about 50 feet away or so, and it's pointing down. I don't have it up, but it's pointing down. You see me holding the girl, and I'm like,
Mhm.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but the attack I'm talking about happened a few days ago. So
"Who are you, and what are you from?" For real this time.
let me rephrase that. Who are you and where are you from?
Okay, I think the question you mean to go is where are you from, guys? The why and what? Well, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm not nervous at all. My name is Braun. I'm a merchant. And I came to this mansion to find out answers regarding a friend's death, and I found them. I think, potentially, but that's why I'm here, and I'm from Archwell.
Can I insight check that, DM?
Of course, of course. He
Yeah,
is being pretty truthful.
Um,
and this
The
guy
word-
is someone I hired to come with me.
the words that are coming out of my mouth are, it's kind of dark here and you shouldn't be alone, kind of thing. But the actual language I'm speaking is thieves' cant, and I'm asking, are you here on behalf of the church?
I believe I don't speak Thieves' Cant. Do I, DM?
No.
So
When he doesn't give a proper response, that gives me the answer I'm looking for. I'm like, well, there are no more zombies here, so you can go on back to whence you came. Matter of fact, we'll even walk you out since we're heading back into town.
uh,
I'd like the three of you, please, to perform a perception check for me.
Because there's gonna be more zombies coming.
I don't see shit.
No, you don't.
Dirty 20. It was almost a nat 20.
Still. So.
I'm so focused on them.
Yeah. Yeah, you are absolutely still focused on this conversation because this conversation has got
Well.
your entire attention. Braun, again, you are distracted by the fact that there is this tiefling in front of you, talking about having to visit this mansion for some reason. Kairos, while you do say that there are no more zombies, a few sounds start rustling through the undergrowth to your left and right, and it's then you realize that, oh no, hang on a minute. This entire forest was covered in zombies and other constructs which you couldn't see, and they now appear to be, or at least some of these zombies which you previously fought, seem to be in the undergrowth around you.
I say, if you want to go and take a look over in those bushes, you'll just see some small animals, but we're making our way out. And then I keep on walking. I'm gonna try to do I'm not, when I walk past him, I have my rapier out still, but I'm gonna keep an eye on him because I'm not trusting this guy right now.
Sure.
Okay.
He starts walking. Kyra starts walking towards you.
Before he starts walking, I start to Bron because we were having a sort of conversation before we had to roll a perception check. To answer your question, I'm Dadakian.
Okay.
I used to be employed by the College of Mages, but I'm now working for myself.
Okay.
Seem
Well,
truthful.
You can roll insight.
17.
It's pretty truthful.
I sigh heavily and I'm like, all right. Well, I'll tell you that you don't want to head up there because it's not good. So you should probably want to come with us. We do need to get this little girl back to town because she's been injured and needs some help.
That
It's
I
a-
can see. She's
yes.
pretty skinny. But why shouldn't I move up to the mansion?
Well,
It's very simple, actually. We have two of our friends there keeping guard, and if they see someone they don't know, they will probably just attack you on sight, and I don't want unwanted violence, and I'm not going to travel back with you because this girl takes precedence right now. So if you want to come back to this mansion, you can travel with us to town, and then you can come back with us. Otherwise,
Sounds reasonable.
I glance over at Braun with a look like, why are you telling all of this information to a stranger? And then I kind of just shake my head and keep on going. I'm like, you don't want to stay here anyway. Let's go. Come on. Darak here. I'm Kai. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Hi.
you know me.
As you guys start to make your way down the road, it's at that point where you all three of you realize that while you've been having this conversation, down the road, several zombies have wandered out of the pathways ahead of you. They do not seem to have noticed you yet.
You see, zombies. Told you.
Shh. Let's go quietly. I'm gonna start trying to
And
sneak
How
now.
much
I
zombies
will,
are there?
5 of them, and I will share the that with you guys.
Oh, nice.
Damn it, Janet.
Well, at least you're stealthy.
Mm-hmm. You are indeed stealthy, but yes, the three of you can see 5 of these crystal zombie-like creatures. They are indeed zombies. At least, Karasen, you have fought these things before, and they are humanoid creatures that have these black crystal-like shards embedded in their body. You are all in the wrong place. Sorry, guys. I don't quite know why you are in the wrong place. Oh, I know why you're in the wrong place, because I forgot to sort out stuff. Sorry.
God damn.
There we go. There we go. Now we're in the right place. Now we're in the right place. But yes, you can see these. So Derek here, you can see these creatures in front. These creatures in front of you. They are all humanoid, but they have these black crystal-like things embedded within their bodies. Again, as I said before, these 5 creatures do not seem to have noticed you.
Da-da-da-da.
I'm going to move over to. Is this a bush or a tree?
It's a tree.
All right, then I'm going to move over here with the girl as I'm holding her over to there as I'm hiding behind the rocks.
Yep,
And I
no worries.
kind of motion for them quickly to come with, and I'm like, shh.
Okay. Do the other 2 of you follow him?
No.
I will do my. I'm gonna do my best.
Alrighty. So Derek here, you do not need to make a stealth roll, but Braun, I need to require to make a stealth roll, please.
Okay.
Oh, good. Not
bad. Really not bad at all.
I mean, I could make a stealth roll, but yeah, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you.
Full-plate
I got
armor
you.
and stuff, you know, it's not gonna work on this distance.
Like,
So both of you, Kairos and Braun, you are pretty quiet, whereas Derek here, nah. What are you doing, Derek here? Grabbing their attention by the looks of it. In that case, I
I'm
would
gonna
like
move
to
over here.
Yeah.
Before we're gonna roll initiative, I'm gonna cast a spell.
Go
I'm
for it.
gonna do inflict wounds on zombie 5.
Very nice.
That's a spell attack, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's a +5 on that one. So that's 16 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. And that's
Oh, can you
3d10.
cast that at a range? I thought that was a touch attack.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Inflict
damn it.
wounds.
Yeah, it's
I believe
touch
it is.
attacks. No, never mind. I won't cast that one then. God damn it.
It's yeah, no, if that was a
Um,
level 1 spell that wasn't touched that did 3d10, I'd be like, cool,
Then
get
I'll
bounced.
shoot
Yeah.
my crossbow at him
Go for it.
with the same attack. I mean,
Go
I
for it.
already rolled the attack, so
Yep. So roll me your damage, please.
I will. That's
7 points of damage. Very
Nice.
nice.
And as a bonus action, I'll do Shield of Fate on myself.
Cool. And that's where I need you all to roll me initiative, please.
All right.
Can I do that somewhere in this thing? Cast Shield of Fate?
Yes, you can. So if you go to the spells, Paladin, Shield of Faith, you should see the magnifying glass. Just click on the magnifying glass, and then to the left of that, you should see Effect with a little button beside it. Click that. There you go.
Nice. Okay, now I have to roll initiative. Initiative, bitches.
All right. Oop.
Yeah, that's really, really. Damn it.
Well, for some
All
reason, it's not. My initiative has not been rolled for my guys. Oh, yay! All
Well, you're
good.
dropping on me.
All good. Broad, you're up first.
Well, here's me. But I am also going to, because I can apparently, because I'm swashbuckling, rakish audacity. It doesn't do it automatically, which I don't understand why. It says you can give yourself a bonus to your initiative equal to your charisma mod. So I'm going to add another 4 to that, make me a 12.
Make you a 12. Okay, cool. I will change that to the thing. Still means Braun goes first, though.
Yeah.
That's fine.
What's a spell that I have that requires me not to really do anything loud? That one does, but we can't do that one. Or that one. Or that one. Or
Thunder
that one.
strike. Wait, no. Sorry.
Or that one. Or that one. Ooh, or that one. Or this one.
So you got nothing, huh? Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be doing it. I think I'm honestly going to be. I will hold a Eldritch Blast if I see any of the zombies coming closer to where Malin is.
Okay, cool. No worries. It's easy enough to do. Who was next in the initiative? Kairos, you are up next, sir.
Unless anything has changed, I am still severely wounded. So I am trying to stay away from combat. Did we get healing potions of anything like that or no?
Nope.
I didn't think so. All right, so I tap Braun on the shoulder and I whisper very quietly, I'm running around hiding with her to get around them. You can follow if you want. He's making a great distraction. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to do a double move. No, that would have been a double move because I have to go half speed, don't I?
Are you looking to sneak?
Yes.
Then it would be half speed. Yes.
All right, so that is double, and I'm going to use bonus action to dash. So 5, 10, 15. So I'm about down to there.
Nice. So you use your entire action to do that. So are you still looking to hide?
Yes, I'm still hiding.
Can you roll me a stealth check?
Another?
Just to make sure. Yay! You're grand. You're grand. Darakir, you are up.
Oh, these guys
Oh,
are
wow.
slow.
Yeah, I rolled
Did they
super
roll
poor.
so shitty?
I rolled a 1.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, since I already engaged, it doesn't really matter anymore. I'm going to die anyway, if they don't.
Nah.
You need another new character? Is that happening?
What? Sorry, I rolled the wrong one. I'm going to attack him with my greatsword.
Okay.
So that's actually this one that I have to do. It's even
Oh.
worse.
Oh man. Man, that sucks. You reach out with your greatsword and swipe around in a great arc, trying to cleave this zombie in two. But unfortunately, somehow this zombie was a little bit more agile than you thought it would be.
Hmm.
You just swipe through mid-air.
I don't like him.
No, absolutely, I can appreciate that. Is that your turn?
I still have a bonus action, but on my bonus action I can't do shit. So yeah, that's my
Yep.
turn.
Alrighty then. It is now the turn. It is now the turn of the crystal zombies. Well, you are the only thing there right now, so I'm afraid
Yeah.
they're gonna swarm in on you.
I figured.
So this guy's gonna run up and attack you and judging by how I'm rolling, he's probably gonna do really badly.
Well, the thing is, I don't see the +2 on my sheet.
What do
there
you
you
mean
go.
+2? +2 on your sheet.
On the
Oh, it's not
armor.
gonna do it for that. Just keep it in mind. I don't think it's automatically gonna do that.
Okay.
Is this your Oh, your Shield of Faith
Yeah. Doesn't
and your
matter.
AC. That's fine.
You
I
hit
can add
me
this.
on this one, but
What's your AC with it?
18.
18.
Yeah.
Then yes, he would hit. So it should be that. There we go. Weird that didn't want to work. But yes, so it does swipe out with his claws and will hit you for 5 points of damage. Oof. So this claw swipes out across your chest and leaving these streaks of blood, streaks of scratches across your shoulders. That is going to be its go. The second zombie.
Wait.
Yep.
As a reaction, I can use Hellish Rebuke.
Yes.
Nice.
Rebuke that mother.
I mean,
Tell me what
where?
what do I need to do?
Well, I'm
Save.
still trying to find all the spells that it didn't add. But Hellish Rebuke, cast when taking damage, creature that dealt damage can make a saving throw. Dex saving throw.
A Dex saving throw. It is going to do that. I'm probably failed because of how poorly these guys are. I made a 17.
Then he makes it. He takes half of 10 damage. So 5.
So 5 points of damage. Still better than nothing. The second zombie, hearing the clash and clatter that you are making, is going to move up towards you and do the same thing that the other one just did.
I don't like him.
Well, you decided to go and run up.
You don't have to like him.
No, hoping
It doesn't matter.
it misses. It goes up to slash at you, both arms extended, and they bounce off your chest plate as you turn to face it.
I give him my reaction so he can Hellish Rebuke again.
If only that was a thing. If only that was a thing.
Then I have to take damage, so there is
Oh, okay.
there's that.
There is that, yeah. These guys have a move of 20, so 5, 10, 15, 20 gets around to there, and it's going to do the same thing again because that's what they do. Come on, out of the way. There we go.
These are undead, right?
These are undead, yes.
Yes, okay.
That unfortunately does hit. This one comes and has managed to sneak around your back and slashes across your unprotected back for 8 points of damage.
That didn't sound good.
Oh shit.
Or ooh fuck.
You're meant to live.
DM says ooh fuck.
I don't want this to happen. The last crystal zombie again is just going to swarm you because you are the only one there.
Line that up for the wizard's fireball.
Yeah, line us up for the wizard fireball. There we go. That's what it's going to be. The second to last zombie. This one unfortunately tries to it's what it's trying to do.
Unfortunately, I'm fucking happy.
For me, unfortunately for me, fortunately for
Okay.
me, it tried to grab it. It tried to grab it.
Unfortunately.
It tried to grab and bite into your neck, but you were able to just bash it out of the way with your shoulder pads. The last zombie who you started to engage is going to do the same thing to you. And again, it swipes out, but its claws clang off your chest plate as it swipes around to you. That is going to be their turn. Braun,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Living life, chillaxing, relaxing.
Chillaxing, watching the guy who's now tanking everything, get mauled.
The very innocent person. I am going to. What does this do? They're immune, so I can't use that. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to do the very kind thing, and this is a 60-foot range, so all of them within range. I am going to just do a little bit of that. So I need the one who is directly in front of Derek here to make me a wisdom save DC of 13 as I cast Dissonant Whispers.
So which one do you? The one directly in front?
Number 5 is
number 5. Sure, absolutely, I can do that for you. What do I need to roll again?
A wisdom DC of 13.
Wisdom saving throw, DC 13. Does a 6 manage that?
I mean, if we're talking about opposite math, then probably.
Then yeah, but not this time though. We are not talking about opposite math. Unfortunately, unfortunately for this zombie, it does not manage to it.
And because I am a fancy dancy not warlock, not at all, it's cast at second level, so that means it's 4d6.
Wow.
46. Oh, 4 die. Okay, never mind.
4d6.
14 psychic damage.
Okay.
And it uses its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Yeah, it would do that if it weren't for the fact that your dissonant whispers were so loud that you exploded its head.
It is so far away now.
It is now very far away. In fact, it is just exploded dust.
So it's like that scene in The Boys where people's heads just start exploding for no reason. Okay.
Yeah,
yes,
that moment. So Derek here, this horrible sound appears in front of you, and then this zombie which you had engaged and had tried to swipe at, just simply disappears in a cloud of dust and shards.
It just disappears.
Is that your turn, Braun?
And then I will move 1, 2, 3, 4 to stay behind the rock.
Okay, cool. Are you trying to hide, or are you just trying to take cover?
I'll still try to hide. I am supporting as best I can from get away from me.
All right, then roll me a stealth check, please.
Okay.
Wow. I feel so loved.
Oh. Okay. Sure. We'll have to see how that turns out.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're probably not going to see you, to be honest, but there we go. Kairos.
Yes.
Tell me,
right.
What are you doing, sir?
I'm I mumble something under my breath that maybe only Malin can hear, saying, Angela, what the hell are you doing to my head? Malin, do you think if I empty some of my clothes out of my backpack, you could ride inside of my backpack and hold on tight to my shoulders?
Give it a go.
Okay, let's do that. So I'm gonna try to pull it out, get her inside the backpack, just dump them there, put her on top there, as my move action.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Yep,
And
sure. I'll
then
allow
I'm
that.
then I'm gonna take a
This to see if she can hold on. Oh wow. Okay.
I take my bonus action to dash 5, 10, 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm moving with that, I'm pulling out my short bow and I'm like, again, damn it, Angela. And I'm going to attack
Who's
this
Angela?
zombie. One of my friends.
Yeah, let's call
That's
it
a
that.
17 to hit.
A 70 does indeed hit.
All right. So since he's next to somebody, this should be. Nope, it didn't do critical attack or sneak attack.
Just roll the extra damage. Roll the extra damage, please.
Wait, what is that?
I think it should be an
What,
additional d6.
is it just a d6 right now? I can't remember.
I believe it is. Yes.
Okay,
So 10
so
points of damage to which one was it? Which one was it to?
zombie 1.
Zombie 1.
Oh, I forgot to drop it on the zombie 1. I apologize.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'll add it to the zombie.
And then I go 1, 2, or was it that was 20?
Yep.
25, 30.
Cool.
Back behind the rock.
Cool. You are no longer hidden, correct?
Well, I'm no longer stealthing, but I am. I imagine I'm fairly well hidden because I'm behind a rock.
Well, yeah. Okay.
I'm hoping
we'll see.
that'll happen. So
we'll see what happens about that. But that's your turn, correct?
Sir, yes, sir.
All right. Darek here. Tell me, sir,
Oh.
what are you doing?
I'm casting Dreadful Aspect. As an action, the paladin channels the darkest emotions and focus them into a burst of magical menace. Each creature of the paladin's choice within 30 feet of the paladin must make a wisdom saving throw. If it can see the paladin, well, they all
Wow.
can. On a failed
Yeah.
save, the targets are frightened of the paladin for 1 minute.
Alrighty then. Yeah. Let's see if that happens. So, you said a
DC is
wisdom
10.
saving throw, right?
Yep,
So we have what's the DC?
10.
DC is 10. Well, that makes it.
Yes.
Don't know why it's not doing that. That makes it as well. That should be a 12, but for some reason it's not doing the -2. It's 3. That one fails. So that'll be Crystal Zombie 1. And that one fails. So the two zombies to your left, so Crystal Zombie 1 and 3, they both become frightened.
Great. At least
Do they
there's
have
that.
so they become frightened? Do they have to automatically? Do they have to make their turn to move
If
away?
a creature is frightened by this effect and ends its turn more than 30 feet away, if the paladin can't attempt, they have to run away.
They have to run away.
Their
Cool.
turn.
They are going to spend their turn running away.
Yeah, that's 2 less to worry about directly, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And then I still have movement, but yeah, I'm not gonna run away because that would not be the best decision to make. Lay on hands is an action, right?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Your
I only
dreadful
have a-
dreadful aspect was also an action.
I believe it is, yes.
Let me just have a quick look.
Divine that's a divine thing you did? Divine
Yeah.
whatever?
Yeah.
It should say under the specific divine function if it takes an action or not.
As an action,
Yeah.
As an
there you
action.
go.
There you go. There we go.
I don't-
Okay.
some of
but
them
I'm
are not.
looking for what shit I can do as a bonus action. It's been a while since I played a paladin, so.
Nice.
It's been a while.
Channel divinity, harness divine power. I could do, but don't know what that does. What does that do? Channel divinity. No, channel divinity. Dreadful aspect is a bonus action.
Hey.
There you go.
I see on my
There you go.
player sheet.
Well, it's a.
That's weird. What do we say? Is it a bonus action or an action?
Let's call it a bonus action for now. I'll look it up later.
Okay. Oh yeah, channel divinity, Oathbreaker. Yeah, it's weird. It says 2 things actually.
So
But
it's,
let's keep it a bonus action, sure.
Let's keep it a bonus action for now. Yeah.
I'll use my lay on hands on myself. For you to toy with and for me to regain some hit points equal to
Well, this is yourself, so you would be able to gain you would get the heal.
for 13 hit points, which I lost.
Nice.
Where do I correct that? I just delete
Just in
those.
wounds. That's it. There you go. Cool.
Where can I cast that? It's lay on hands there. Heal. Heal. Oh, can I change that? No, I can't. Oh, well, done.
Done. Fine. We'll sort it out later.
It's a weird one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's a weird one. We'll sort
First
it out
one.
later. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Cool. So
First
it is
time.
now the turns of the zombies. So the first one we have is the crystal zombie number 1 is going to run away from you.
Run away!
So if you wish, you can use a reaction in order to be able to get an attack on him.
If they're frightened, if I attack them, they're no longer frightened, right?
No, I believe they remain frightened.
Oh, then I will, because he already had some damage.
Indeed. From your attack, sir.
Yes, that's
That
better.
will definitely hit.
That's better.
Yeah, there you go. So
There you go.
the zombie turns around to you, turns its back towards you, and trying to move away from you as quickly as possible. You see your opportunity, swing the greatsword up, striking it from the side of its hip, bringing the greatsword up through its back, across its shoulder, splitting the zombie in two. It collapses onto the ground in front of you in a pile of dust. Dead. I'll do the third one as well. The third one is going to run away from you. 5, 10, 15, 20 to about there. And the last two are going to attack you because they are not frightened.
No, they shouldn't. I'm such a nice guy.
Well, they definitely do find you very, very nice. Because that's what they're going to do. They like hitting you because you're such a nice guy.
Yes.
For 6 points of damage. So
Yes, I'll hit him back. With Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish
Fuck him.
Rebuke. You can't. You can't.
Why not?
Because you've already used your reaction.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Damn it!
You've already used your reaction. So.
I really wanted to kill him.
I know you did, but unfortunately not this time. The zombie saw its opportunity when you attacked the other zombie, killing it. It saw its opportunity and scratched under the vulnerable part underneath your
Fuck, you
armpit.
scratched my armor! Fuck face!
Indeed, that's exactly what happened. He's gone, and this one is also going to do the same.
No, I duck.
Well, it's going to try. And
Come on.
definitely fails. Again, the hands go out, and they just bounce off your shoulder pads. That is their turn. Braun.
Yes, sir.
What would you like to do, sir?
Let's just take a look at all these fine zombies here. Just hush up. I'm going to hold my hold the amulet and be like, okay, I don't like fighting, so I think it's your turn again. And
Your eyes roll back, and these sudden spirals appear in front of your irises.
And I will do myself I believe the word is Eldritch Blast. Yeah, well, that didn't hit anyone. Pretty sure.
It does hit.
Oh, it does. Number 4.
It does hit.
Number four.
Nice.
Number 4, very nice. Roll me your damage, sir.
7.
7 points of damage. Very nice. Derek here,
Yeah.
from just behind you. What's the color of your magic again?
It's purple tinged with gold.
this gold tinged purple energy streaks out and strikes the zombie. Is what you hear from behind you.
Okay. Sounds good. I like it when they screech.
Is that your turn, Brom?
That is, and at this point, I'm walking out from behind the rock because I fear no death now. And by I fear no death, I mean the other thing fears no death. I fear death a lot.
Of course. Kairos.
All right. I go and I kind of like, as I'm walking back, I kind of grab a couple of the strings, straps that go around the backpack, and I kind of tighten them up a little bit so that they're like tighten around Malin's waist to help make sure she doesn't fall out. And I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
And, ooh, so we're looking at distance there. Okay. So this is going to be an attack with disadvantage, but I'm still going to attack this one right here. Oh, it's a 14.
Oh,
There goes your
it still hits
20.
though.
Yeah.
There goes an opportunity, but it still hits.
Nice.
And roll me your extra d6.
I keep on trying to get that. Come on. It's not okay. It's not doing it.
Yeah,
For
some reason it doesn't want to do it.
Oh, it's a big one! Yay!
It's a big one. So we got 8 points of damage against which one was it? Zombie 2.
Number 2. Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. Bonus action. Sorry.
Yeah.
15.
No, I got you.
20, 25. Nah, right. I'm gonna stay right there, so I can still see both of those and kind of keep an eye out. And I'm like, see, this is fun, isn't it, Malin? We're just having target practice at these dummies that are animated, right?
It's nice to have a tank, right?
Uh-huh.
We're far away
It's
from them.
it's all you hear from behind you. You also get the very strong impression that she's not looking.
I feel the fingers digging into my shoulder.
You feel the fingers are very tight into your shoulder blades.
And I'm done.
Very nice. It is now the turn of the crystal zombies. Is that you? No, it's not.
I think I'm
I
first.
think it's Derek here first.
Yeah.
Derek here, what are you doing?
Which one of these two looks most damaged?
That would be the one. That'd be crystal number. That'd be number 2.
2. Okay, I'm gonna attack 4
Okay.
with my greatsword.
With the great sword.
Yes.
That definitely hits.
Yeah, and I'm gonna add some searing smite into that
Okay.
because I can. Let me get the smite thingy. This one? No. It's actually 2. That's weird. 2d6
So,
fire damage.
Searing smites. Next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon in an attack during a spell will play as hard. So there's an extra 1d6 of fire damage to target and cause the target to ignite flames. Ooh.
But I have one from my being fuck, where does it come from?
Are you doing the smite evil from as the paladin class, or are you doing the smite from as the spell?
As the paladin class.
Okay.
And it's 2d8, and then you add another d8 if what you're fighting is an undead or a fiend.
Yeah. Is it a die 8 or do they turn to die 10s?
It's d8 still.
Is it still the okay? I couldn't remember.
Okay.
I think d10s are Pathfinder.
It's actually you get one as a class feature from, but yeah.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up later.
Oh, wait, so you're using Divine Smite, right?
No. Searing
No?
Smite.
No, searing smite.
Searing Smite.
Searing
Oh,
smite
and
is a
it's
spell.
Searing Smite.
That's a spell.
Next level, next melee weapon hit plus 2d6 fire damage and target ignites.
There you go.
Yeah.
But that's a different one than from the normal one, because the
Correct.
normal one would take a spell slot. But doesn't
It-
matter. It's 13 damage. And he ignites if he's still alive.
He ignites and then goes up in flame and fire, with this horrendous sounds from it, and
Dude.
just disappears in fire.
So, fun fact: you can combine Searing Smite with Divine Smite in a single attack because it's a spell-like ability, even though it uses a spell slot for future times.
Yeah, but
Jeez.
this one is gained from the Zerial Tiefling Legacy of the Avernus.
Yeah, but I'm just
That's the
saying,
one I was looking for.
next time you do it, you can combine with Divine Smite if you want to.
Yeah, but I also know that these fuckfaces don't have that much HP.
This is true. This is very, very true.
So
So
it
yeah,
would be-
you vaporize this zombie.
Someone asked for a vapor,
Yep.
and
I got
that's
vapor.
my bonus action, and I can still move. But yeah,
Yep. You could if you like.
yeah, I know.
It is the turn of the zombies. This one is annoyed about the fact it's still not hit you, and it's going to try and hit you again. But it's also a mindless being, so it doesn't recognize the fact it's probably going to die. But still, it finally misses again.
It finally misses again. I
Finally
like that.
misses again. Exactly. That's exactly what happens. It goes to strike. It goes to strike you across your chest, but your chest plate is just there, solid as a rock, and the
Damn,
claws
stop
just bounce off
scratching
it.
my fucking armor.
The remaining zombie is going to
I am so angry. I used my last hellish rebuke.
go for it.
That's a dexterity save, I believe.
A dexterity saving throw. What's the DC? Not
DC
that.
is 13.
Yeah. It's this thing again. Another crystal zombie ignites in flames. As
Well,
you-
bye.
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 Stop
Is
damaging
literally what
my
happened.
fucking armor.
Yeah. And the remaining crystal zombie is going to continue running away from you because it's terrified of you.
I believe he is.
20. Yeah, that's about that. I'm probably going to do the same thing again because it's terrified and runs off the map. So yes, we are now out of combat.
Yeah, DM, if I wanted to, because I'm unfortunately still in my oof mode,
Mhm.
it's still within 120 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, let me just double check that. From where you are?
If I move 30 feet, will it be within 120 feet?
Whereas it was by here, wasn't it? It had another 4. So just move your character to where you want it to be. I think so.
Okay,
2,
good,
3,
good, good.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's definitely going to be within 120 feet.
That's a 20 to hit.
That definitely hits.
For another 3 force.
Well. Do I take it that all of you are now just going to lay into this one zombie that is running away?
Nope.
Well, I don't
leaving.
believe he's still running away. I mean, he had some damage taken already. And
Not this one. This one didn't. This one didn't have any damage taken to it. The others you cleaned up for yourself, all by yourself. This one just got terrified and ran away. But you fire off your spells and shots into the
Arrows.
underbrush. Arrows, thank you. Into the underbrush after it, and you are greeted with the sounds of sounds coming from the underbrush, but it very quickly runs out of your sight. For the moment, a
As they
certain
were
element
taking
of quiet.
pot shots, I was leaving.
Huh?
I said, as they were taking pot shots, I was leaving.
Fair enough. You're carrying on down the path. A certain element of God damn it! Why did this still happen? It's all right. Let's get you guys back to where you should be. It's because you turned your camera off, Crunchy.
I'm sorry. Let me turn it back on before we fix it.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. You're screwing up.
Okay.
You're screwing up again. Thank God Zoom not. Anyways. A certain amount of quiet starts to fall over the area, for the moment at least. Although the three of you definitely are not sure about how much time it's going to take before these zombies start to be a nuisance again.
Well, I
Derek
thought
here and
this-
Braun, you can see
So-
Kyrus is just making his way down the path.
You want to wait here for the rest to come back, or do you want to follow your friend?
We should probably head back, and we can maybe get a rest in, so that when there's more of them, you don't look like you had the tar beat out of you.
Well, I feel fine.
You can feel fine, but you might not be fine. And as he's saying this, you just kind of see like his eyes that were like a normal black color are just like whites of his eyes with like black spirals, and then he blinks his eyes and they're back to normal. He's like, "Come on, let's go."
Okay, that's weird.
Hmm?
Oh, there's no one else here. Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
So
So
just a question, what just happened with your eyes?
Hmm?
Your eyes.
Nothing.
Pretty sure they went from black to, well, how they are now.
My eyes are normal. What are you talking about?
Yeah, now they are. They
Yeah.
weren't.
Oh, I wouldn't know about that. My eyes are just my eyes.
Okay.
Anyway, come on, let's go.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
So the three of you make your way out of the mansion grounds and along the roads toward the city of Archwell. Archwell is not too far away from this area. Derek here, you are familiar with Archwell, certainly in terms of where its location and the importance is due to your backstory. Where would the three of you like to go?
I need to find a guard to hand Maylin over, hopefully, and help find her parents.
Yeah, you're gonna. I was gonna go to. Oh gosh, isn't there? Excuse me. After we get going, I would talk to Malin. I pull her out of the backpack. Actually, I'd leave her in there if she seems like she's having fun. But I say, Malin, do you know what your mom and dad does for a living? What kind of? Do you know that?
They worked in the fields.
Work in the
Not-
fields.
Not here though.
No. So they're farmers.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know the town you call home? Do you know its name?
Yeah. I do know that. It's Elderfen.
Elderfin.
Elderfen. Elderfen.
Have I heard of that place before?
You can roll me a history check.
I can certainly try. Yeah, I don't know.
Unfortunately, no.
Can I try DM?
Indeed you can, yes.
Okay. Nope. Oh, it didn't take it? Really? Okay, that's weird.
Try again.
Ha. Nope. One better. Take that.
Nope.
You know a
Unfortunately,
little
Elder.
bit more than I know of nothing.
Unfortunately, both of you don't know are not familiar with this place called Elderfen.
I look at the tiefling. Well, Darker, have you ever heard of Elderfin?
Who will be able to answer once he comes
Oh, I
back?
didn't even see you left. All right, so yeah, like Braun said, we're looking for a guard or like outpost or whatever first.
Oh, he's easy enough. The Archwell is a walled city, and so there are guards posted on the.
You tell me, DM, do I know this? I rolled 16.
You rolled a 16, yeah. It's familiar, as in it's one of those small villages in the Spine Ridge Mountains. As to which one it is, you're not sure, but it's a list of villages that you came across at one point in your training.
Oh, all I know about this village is that it's a small village in the Spine Ridge Mountains. I know roughly where it is, but not to say exactly.
How far is that from here?
How far would I estimate that to be?
That's a very good question. From where you are, let me just have a quick look at my map. Despite the nearest point, the nearest point to the Spine Ridge Mountains is about 4 miles away. However, that is a very, very small village that is located right on the edge of the Spine Ridge Mountains. As to which village within the Spine Ridge Mountains it is, you wouldn't really know. And then you do know that the nearest point is 4 miles away, and then the Spine Ridge Mountains just extend from that point westward along the continent of through the middle of the continent of Fall.
Let me see. Well, the first village that I know of is at least 4 miles away. I believe you have to actually cross the sea to get there. Let me check.
And that's also 4 miles as the crow flies. So not including travel across the roads, through woods, etc. This is a direct route is 4 miles away.
Yes, you actually have to cross the channel to get there. So it's pretty far away.
And that just gets you to the village that's closest to the Spine Ridge Mountains. If you actually wanted to enter the Spine Ridge Mountains itself, it's an even longer journey.
Do you?
I relay that information.
All right. Kind of looking at him just to see if I can do a quick read on him and see if he's telling the truth. And I think I'm somewhat comfortable with that right now. Malin, what do you recall anything about how you were found by that bad man?
Well, he came to our home, and the mage that was there. No, I haven't seen that mage before. I haven't really seen the mage at all. But he came to our village, entered the mage's tower there, and then people started disappearing from the village. And then they came out took me. And then I went inside, and they started sort of poking me with this black glass stuff. But I don't know why, but it just hurt when they did that. But nothing else happened though. And then they got excited, and then they had a fight. All I remember is just that the two of them suddenly had a bit of a fight, and then I was being taken away by that man. I don't.
Would I know what the mage was doing with the black crystal?
No. This unfortunately, this is not something that you yourself would not have known about.
When they say black crystal, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Just real quick. I'm going, when she says this, I'm going to kind of pull her, stop when we're in a somewhat safe spot, probably just outside of the, inside the town or something.
Yep. No worries.
And pull her out. And as I'm pulling her out and I'm kind of like straightening her clothes, I'm looking at her body, but at the same time asking her, where were they poking you with this crystal?
As you are sort of straightening her out and just checking her over, basically, you can see that on various parts of her body are these very thin scars, all on her arms, on what you see of her chest, on her nothing on the face, but on the arms, on the chest, and the arms, on the arms, on the legs. These very thin scars, and yeah, that's what you can see right now. Derek here, I would like you to, in answer to your previous question, though, I would like you to roll me a history check, please.
Damn it!
Oh no!
It rolled off a
Damn it.
90.
Oh,
I
Damn it.
hate that.
Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, unfortunately, no. You would not. You would not know anything about this. I'm afraid. Sorry. But yes, that's so Kairos. That's what you can see on her. Would you like to examine these scars any further?
Yeah, I want to basically touching the scars and seeing if there's still anything embedded underneath.
Roll me a medicine
the
check.
skin. As best I can.
Do we see what he's doing?
Ooh!
Oh yeah.
Nat 20.
Yeah, he's not being. I presume, Kairos, you are not being You are not being stealthy about this.
No. I'm kind of doing this. As she was telling the story, I kind of look over at Braun with a bit of a glare and then go back to listening to her story and checking her out.
Can I do an insight check to see if her wounds remind me of the wounds we left when we did this? Or would that also be history? It's a bit weird, history for that one, but
Yeah. Yeah, this is a weird one. You can. This is less about recalling stuff and more about you making the connection.
Yep.
Just roll me an intelligence check. In this regard, actually. I just saw your score.
Well, there
boy.
you
Oh,
Oh boy. Oh boy.
A toy.
Oh boy. Oh sorry, mate.
go.
Nope.
Uy, intelligente.
Not this one. No. Unfortunately, not in
Looks like
this
candy.
regard. But Kairos, as you are examining the various scars on her arms, you run your finger gently along one scar, and you very clearly notice something still embedded in her arm, at least underneath that location where you examined.
All right. Sweetheart, Malin. I'm going to do something for you. I'm going to help you out, okay? It looks like there is something bad under your skin right here. I need to get that out. Can you be a brave little girl for me?
Roll me persuasion check.
La 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 la. Come on.
Can I assist him by singing a song for her? I mean, that's performance, so that's actually.
It is performance. Sure, you can assist. So yeah, Kairos, if you'd like to roll it again and see if you get anything better.
No.
Your 21 was already pretty good.
Yeah.
She
Thanks for the help.
she bites her lip a little bit. Okay, I'll try.
Go here. I'm going to give you something that means a lot to me, and I have a little coin that I had taken from Angela. That was from her home hometown where she came from. And I say, hold on to this really, really tight. And then I also give her a little leather strap. And I say, and if this hurts, bite down on this, okay? But I'm going to try to be as gentle and as soft as I can. All right?
Okay.
But
Okay.
just in case, I just want to get this out of your arm so that we make sure that you're not going to be hurt anymore after this, okay?
Okay. And
Do
she
you need me
takes
to hold her?
What was that?
Do you need me to hold her?
Let her hold your hand as well if she needs to.
Sure.
she doesn't take your hand, Derek, here, but
I
what she
believe
does
that.
yeah, what she does is she puts the leather strap in between her teeth, and you can see that the little coin that you gave her, she's clutching extremely tightly.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And she just sort of holds her arm out to you.
Okay. So I take my dagger and I'm going to cut do like a light incision on top of where it's at to try to pull it out. I'm gonna try to be as gentle and as
Sure.
easy as I can, like pulling
I
out
do
a
need.
large splinter.
Yeah, no, I understand. I need you to. I do need you to roll me another medicine check, please.
Okay. Now, I do have an inspiration, I believe, so I may use that to assist.
If you wish, you also, if you wish, you can petition me to say that you can also use the inspiration as a petition for me to allow you to do something in terms of role play that you would not normally be able to do.
Okay. Um,
So rather than it just being a hey, I get to re-roll on this, but you also have the opportunity in terms of role play to be able to do something as well,
oh, okay.
if you wish.
Um, I'm going to start talking to her and telling her a story. Um, do you have a favorite animal? Do you like bunny rabbits?
Mm-mm.
What's your favorite
Dog,
animal?
dogs.
Dogs. Oh, I used to have a dog. His name was Bob. Bob loved to chase after rabbits quite a bit, and as I'm telling this story, I try to make some kind of a humorous story about how Bob got caught up chasing a rabbit and tried to chase the rabbit into a hole under a tree and got stuck and was trying to get out. And it was very funny because his bum was stuck straight up in the air and he kept on just wiggling and wiggling and couldn't get out.
And you're doing this while you were doing the thing.
Yes, yes. Ooh, I'm going to use that inspiration
Go for it.
to reroll.
Go for it.
Ah, okay, better. 15.
Your story. She does start to smile, but as you begin to make the incision in her arm to withdraw whatever it is that is in her arm, she does start to grimace. Even though you are trying to tell the story, she doesn't laugh, but there's at least some distraction there.
Uh-huh.
It's not clean. It's not particularly clean. It could have been definitely a lot worse.
Uh-huh.
But you are able to make a thin enough line in her arm where over that scar that is there, and as you make that line, this black shard starts to appear in that scar, and very quickly you are able to pull it out.
Okay.
You bind up the wound with some spare bandages, closing it very, very quickly.
Okay. And I take that and as I pull this out and I bandage it up, I look over at Braun and I'm like, we need to bring him with us soon. And I take that little black crystal and I put it into my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And I
The
just
the size of the crystal you have is about this small. It is a very, very small stone. Probably roughly around about the size of a D4, a D4. It's very, very small.
Bring whom with whom?
No, we don't.
Time to talk about this right now, Braun, but we are going to have
Then
a
don't bring it
conversation.
up.
You're walking a line here, Braun. As I go and I say that, I pick up the girl and I say, Darika, you've been so helpful. Would you like to continue along?
Continue along to where?
Taking this girl to find her parents, or to the guards.
Sure.
Tell me a little bit more about yourself, Darika. What honestly brought you up to the mansion as we continue to walk?
I told you what brought me up to the mansion.
Okay.
And I
Where-
showed you that I was meaning business on that point, so.
Yes, very much so. Who told you about zombies up there?
Well, once I broke out with my, uh, let's say, contract with the College of Mages, I went to a friend and, well, let's just say I joined their group and they told me that the College of Mages has some particular interest in this, especially this town, because it's a harbor city and it helps them distribute their goods. And because they recently built, or there recently was built a mansion here where zombies with crystals, as you just saw, were sent by them to attack. I don't know why, but I wanted to disrupt it. Because, yeah, let's face it, I really don't like them.
Excellent. I don't like them either.
Well, that's something we have in common then.
Very much so.
Why
This-
don't you like them?
Because they're filthy, disgusting, undead beasts that have no mind or conscience. And
Oh, you
will
were talking
kill
about
anyone.
zombies. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
But the College of Mages? I mean, so as far as I know so far, business is business, I suppose. But there's some new evidence that is not sitting well with me right now. As I kind of look at Malin. Um,
And what's the evidence you think about then? You are thinking about.
well, those zombies before, if you notice when you kill them, um, there is pieces of that black crystal inside of them.
Yes, I saw that.
And I kind of, I look at Malin and I go, oh, did you see that rabbit over there? And I kind of put my hand over my mouth a little bit to face you, so it's like this, so she can't really hear. And I say, you saw what I pulled. You saw what I pulled out of her, yes?
Yes. I've seen them do this to children, so.
So I'm sure that's not the only one, but if hopefully it is, and we can get her looked at by some clerics are much more skilled in this type of thing than I am.
Well, to my knowledge, by the way, Ed, are you fine with me sharing some of that information?
Depends what it is.
Well, about the black crystal and what it does,
You're
according to
you're
my backstory.
according to your backstory, I'm perfectly fine with you sharing what it is. If there's if there's occasionally things that I need to just step in and alter, then I will do that. But go right ahead.
Ah, okay. No, I know they have done this to several children, and I know they do this to, well, intervene with their magic and their capability of using it.
So just to step in here a little bit, what you're talking about, the thing to children, is not something that you would be aware of. That's not that specific moment isn't actually part of what your knowledge there, but You are aware of the experimentation with black crystal, though.
Hmm. I thought we also wrote that I've seen them do this to more people, not children
Um,
specifically, but
I'll need to have another read of your backstory, but I don't recall that. Either way, whatever.
okay. Well, that
So, should we take her to a temple first, or should we take her to the guard?
you should take it to rest.
Let's take her to the guard first. Maybe her parents are about, and at the very least, we can get a word sent to her parents at her home, or at least the hometown. And then afterward, we can go with the guard, have them take her to the cleric.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess we try to flag down the first guard we can see.
Easily done. This is a relatively armed, well armed place.
And no guard specific. We want guards specifically working for the town and not the College of Mages.
Sorry, said it again.
I said I'm looking, unless there is no difference, looking for a guard that is specifically of the town and not of the College of Mages.
Oh, easy to tell that difference. Those who are of the town wear a very specific blue and green livery. Those of the College of Mages you have only ever seen within and around the warehouse that is associated with them. So it's very easy to do, and there are plenty of plenty of guards associated with the town. So just calling one of them over, or approaching one of them is easy to do.
Okay. Hello, guard. We
Hi.
need you.
Right. What can I do for you?
Well, we have found this young girl. She was taken by somebody, and we had fortunately rescued her, but we need to get her to her parents. Her parents live in some place called Eldafen.
Right. Okay.
Can you help us do this? Or take us to someone who can.
That I can definitely do for you. If you follow me, we'll head to the guard we'll head to the guard outpost. I think the captain might be able to help you better than that. And he leads you towards basically the city wall of the city wall of Archwall, and along it. And before long, you approach a very small, squat building. Definitely that definitely seems to be the main congregational area of the city guards. And he raps on the door a couple of times, and you hear a voice from the inside, "Enter!" And as you enter, you are greeted with the sight of a grizzled old human, wearing the same livery as the other guards around him, except the livery here is slightly better quality, and it also has a very thin gold trim that just wraps around one shoulder. Yes.
Hello, I am Kai, and you, sir.
Yes, I'm Captain Sharp. What can I do for you?
Captain Sharp. Yes, well, we discovered this young girl while doing an investigation up at the mansion for William Lewis, and as you can see, this is the shape we found her in. She had been taken
Quite.
from her parents, and they apparently live in a place, or are from a town called Eldafen.
Right. Well, that's nothing. That's nowhere near here, fortunately.
I understand that. Thank you. We need to see if we can find her parents. If you can assist us with getting word back to Eldafen for her parents, so they can find her.
No, that's not really the job I am supposed to do. I
Then
can't.
who can do this job, sir, if you're not going to help?
You can send a message to Elderfen requesting to have her parents come here and pick her up. It's not really our job. My job is to protect the town.
But she was inside the town borders, and therefore I believe that would be under your jurisdiction, and anything that had happened with that would be something that you would be responsible for, unless I'm wrong, Captain Sharp, that you don't take your position of protecting the town seriously.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage. Fucking hell. Dude.
No, 14.
Oh.
Or no, it should be higher than that. Because one was an 8, one was a 6. Oh no, it is 8. There's an 8 there.
You dropped a 5 there, so yeah, the 14 is that.
Okay.
Fine, I suppose I could get a message out. It's not going to go any quicker. Fine.
There you go.
He pulls out a piece of parchment from a desk drawer and just scribbles, writes down what's the name of the parents?
It is Rosie and Richard. What is your last name, Malin?
Grand. My last name is Grand.
I look back to Rosie and Richard Grant.
Right, Rosie. And he scribbles out, "Child found. Come collect, please, as soon as possible."
Can you write that nicer?
He just gives you a very dirty look.
Beautiful, Crunchy, beautiful.
That was well done. He just gives you a very, very dirty
as
look.
he does that, then I just start screaming into his head in Primordial.
Oh, God.
You're being cruel, man.
What the?
Can you try to write nicer, please?
What?
Are you all right?
Did you not hear that?
I don't know what you're talking about. Have you not had any sleep, man?
I have plenty of sleep.
Is that why you're being so cranky?
Strange. He signs. He very quickly signs off the piece of paper. Rolls up. Morgan. Another guard comes in. Sir, take this and get to Where was it? Where does it need to go?
Elderfen.
Take this and go to Elderfen. So I don't know what it is. Just get a map. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I believe that would be fine for now.
Right, well, I have to run and do the care of the town, if you don't mind. Get out!
Excellent. Don't run too hard, you might slip.
As we do, into his head, this time in common, as I'm walking away, I will just say, you should always be careful about how you treat others. They may treat you the same way or worse. I would be careful when walking the streets.
Wow. I leave with the girl.
It's getting pretty dark here.
Barrett! You just hear him start to yell out for this person called Barrett, and he seems to be a bit more of a fluster than he was before you entered the room.
Whilst we were going here and they were having this conversation with the guards, in which I was totally not interested.
Yeah, of course.
I was trying to get a lay of the lands and see what everyone was doing around me, and if I saw any college shit going on, and anything that stood out really.
Sure, no worries. Roll me a perception check for me, please.
Perception. At some point, I will roll higher.
Maybe one day we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Nothing particularly strikes your notice. In terms of the layout, in terms of layout of town, it seems to be fair. It seems to be pretty standard for for a city. Certainly, you know that Archibald is a trading city, and so most focus is going to be on the port itself. So you're very, very quickly able to go, oh yeah, that's that's where most people live, that's going to be market district, that's over there is probably going to be warehouse. So you would also know that warehouse, okay, that's probably where the College of Mages warehouse is also is as well. And those are going to be the general places that you're automatically going to go, okay, those are places I need to know about. Anything else you would very easily be able to figure out for yourself. As to anything in particular that you are going to be aware of, not with that perception roll, I'm afraid. It's a bustling town. It's a busy town.
Okay. And whilst they're doing this, I'll start playing my flute.
Cool.
You
Ron
and
and
the
Karius,
flutes.
you start hearing this rather lyrical flute.
Interesting.
No, Sam's back at the mansion. Who's doing that?
When you leave the office, you find Derek here playing a flute.
Huh. That's nice.
Yeah, I figured you didn't need me in there, so.
Oh, no, we honestly might have used muscle. I think the guard captain needs a good smack up the head, but it's fine.
You want me to smack him up the head?
Not right now. No, I think he has enough to deal with in his head.
Hmm.
Darker, what group was it that you said you joined? What's the name of that group?
Huh?
You mentioned you joined a group.
I mentioned I joined a friend.
Friend. That was part of a group, no?
Yes.
What's the name of the group?
Let me see if we actually gave them a name.
Hold on while I pull out my notes.
No, I wrote quite a nice backstory for this one, but
We didn't come up with a name for the group. So if you would like to come up with a name for it, you can.
no, it doesn't really have a name. It's just a group of friends.
A like-minded group of individuals working towards a common goal for the betterment of the people.
Something like that, yes.
Okay.
Is it a religious group or just a group of people?
What's the difference?
May I just as just before this conversation continues to happen, are you going anywhere after talking with the guard?
Yes.
Probably the temple. Like a
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
temple
yeah.
would you like to go to?
That was unless you have a better idea, Crunchy. I was going to ask a question, but do you have a thought?
I was gonna say probably the goddess of light, but not the lighthouse. Like find priests of her though.
Oh, Lucia, I was going to ask, who would we know of all the churches? Which church is known for having doctors and surgeons,
And healers.
Healers.
Yes. You would know that the temple dedicated to life, which would be the god of Kayim, Kyim, would be the people to go to in terms of healing. That's very easy to know. You just simply have to look. You just simply have to find the one that looks most like a hospital, and you would very easily be in the correct location.
I look at Braun. I said, Braun, do you know where the Temple of Kayim is at? Near here.
I probably have a rough estimate, but once again, I'm not a person who believes in religion. So let me just try to get into my. Yeah, let's see if I can remember that.
You don't need to roll for this. You'd know that that a temple like that is going to be situated relatively close to to where people live.
Oh, okay.
And so simply heading in that direction and just looking around very for a short while, you'll be able to find it. I do require a survival roll in terms of this, just in terms of how long it's going to take you to get there, but you will eventually find it. Oh, fine. It doesn't take you. It really doesn't take. It doesn't take you long at all. Within an hour. Within an hour or so, you have found it. It is a very small building, very small brick built building with a very what's the words? Unassuming entrance. And when you enter it, you find yourself in a very open area. Where with a very large window at the very far end, and in front of this large window is a very small statue of a woman dressed in the flowing robes, with her hands spread out downwards in front of her, and in front of her feet you can see all types of wildlife sprouting from the ground in front of her. As you enter, you are greeted by a priest. Dressed in equally flowing green robes, who greets three of you. What can I do for the for you three? Welcome to the Temple of Kaim.
Wait. You say you three, but I'm staying outside.
Oh, you're staying outside? Cool, no worries.
Of course.
I mean, there's 3 then, anyway, so it's okay.
There's still 3.
Just keeping watch, trying
Sure.
to get a better
Nice.
lay of the land and see if anything suspicious is going on.
I'm currently tapping
worries.
my nose at you. I understand.
Sure,
Right?
no worries. What can I do for you?
This-
Welcome to the temple.
This little girl could use someone looking after her. She's been through a rough ordeal, and I think something alien was inside of her that we took out.
You poor child. Please come.
Are they
come
far
here.
inside, or can I actually hear this?
They are relatively far inside. If you with a good perception roll, you would be able to hear them.
Well, okay.
It's always a
It's
chance.
better.
It's not bad. It's not bad. You can definitely hear them talking about Malin.
Oh, it's not alien, it's just crystal. I poke my head in and I shout that.
It's just a crystal.
And I
Kairos,
don't catch fire while my head is inside the temple.
you do not catch fire, no. Although you do feel a resistance as you poke your head in. Kairos,
Yes.
you have basically been carrying. I'm presuming. Have you been carrying Malin?
Pretty much the whole time, unless she's. I probably would have at one or two times go to put her down, and if she acts like she doesn't want to be on her own, then I would keep her.
Absolutely. She's basically now glued to you, effectively. In actual fact, at one point she even fell asleep. It was only the slight confrontation with the captain that woke her up. And as the priest holds his hands out towards her, she leans away from him into your shoulder.
Okay, I go. Don't worry, Malin. This person is going to help you. It's going to help get you fed and get you feeling better in no time. And they're also going to give you a look about, like I had done earlier, but they're going to help you a little bit better than I can. Because I'm not a healer, but they are. So they're going to make sure that there's nothing else bothering you underneath your skin, okay?
But I don't want to be alone again.
You're not going to be alone. You're going to be with them. And I can... under my breath again. Damn it, Angela. I'm going to be here with you too. I'm going to go with you as they take care of you. At least until you fall asleep, okay?
Okay. It's fine. So, are you going to put her down? Or are you going to carry her?
I'm going to continue carrying her, and I ask the priest, say, where are we going to go?
The priest was watching your interaction and had withdrawn a little bit to give you both a little bit of privacy. That's fine. If you can just follow me, and he starts to walk away with you into this. It's a very open, welcome space, but he leads you further in and leads you to a very small bed situated a little bit more of a private alcove. Something that you get from the feeling of this place is that it's not particularly private. You can see beds dotted around the room where injured or sick individuals are sleeping in various places, but he leads you toward to a bit more of a secluded corner where there is far fewer people. The priest turns to you. So I can make this a little bit more private for you if you wish.
If you can, she's been through a terrible ordeal. She's been taken away from her home in I forgot the place and name again. Was it
Albertan.
Thank you. Paraffin. Nope, not paraffin. Eldafen.
Yes.
Eldafen. Thank you. And she's been through a terrible ordeal. I want you and your best priests to take a look at her, and I show him, pull out the little tiny piece of crystal. And I go and I set her down on the bed when we get there, so tuck her in, and before I do this, and I say, I found this embedded just underneath her skin. On a quick investigation on her scars that I took. If you can do more in depth with her, make sure there are no more here. I feel that they are being used for quite nefarious purposes.
Thank you for that. We will do our best.
I don't know if it's a disease that she's might get from it, or a curse or something, but you need to take care of it.
We will. Don't worry about that.
All right.
We will do it. As I said, we will do our best. She is in the best place that is possible for healing, and we will try and take care of as much as possible. Would you like to stay?
I'm going to stay for a little bit, at least until she falls asleep.
Of course. Let me fetch you a chair. And he heads off to grab a chair, leaving you alone with Malin.
And I try to sit next to her on the bed for a little bit and just kind of let her, tuck her in and just sit there with her. And I'll try humming a song, not singing the words, because the words are quite lewd, but the tone is something very pretty and very calming. So I just kind of hum that song to her to help her go to sleep.
It doesn't take very long. Once as you sit there, you can see that she starts to settle very, very quickly, and it is not long before she is gone, out like a light. There is nothing more. Nothing is going to wake her, at least from this deep sleep that she is collapsed into.
Okay. Perfect.
I think it was the punch.
Was the punch.
Nah, he put some whiskey between her gums.
Oh, French toast, you called it, right?
Yeah, this grandpa's French toast.
French toast mush.
It's addicting. It's really addicting.
Yeah. All right. Are you still here, Braun?
I wouldn't have gone in with you. I think that was you time. I would be waiting outside though.
Okay. So when she goes to sleep, I'm going to. There's no other windows or rooms. There's no windows or doors to this room, correct? Other than the one.
No.
Okay.
It's an open plan area, so there are no doors or windows at all to this specific spot. It just happens to be that this little spot is a little bit more secluded than the rest.
Okay.
Basically,
okay.
and if you want, the priest can pull up like basically curtains in order to corner off this area if you wished.
Yeah, I do. I ask for that, and also gives a
Yep.
little bit of privacy and cuts down a little bit of sound of what might
Yep.
of anything else happening in the room.
Yep. No worries. Easy done.
Braun,
Yeah.
there needs to be something done. I understand what you are looking to do and help him, and realize that you feel that it is not his fault with what is happening with him. But he can't be let to be free, because if William comes back, this will happen again.
I was gonna you watch it like he just kind of he just kind of plops. I don't want to harm an innocent man. And Evan is innocent. If it was William, I would have no qualms.
Where do you draw the line, though? William is Evan, Evan is William. Yes, they are two personalities or beings inside the same body, but they are still in the same body. Thus, they are the same being. Where do you draw the line?
Just because they share the same body doesn't mean the same. That's not true.
You believe that he is going through the exact same thing that you are going through. I don't know what you have going on with you when you start casting your spells and everything else that you do. But with what he has, I believe it is entirely different than what you have. It's not the same. You don't need to owe him anything. And whatever's going on with you, it has been helpful so far and not harmful. Trust me, I understand what it can mean to have a dark side. I know better than anyone what it means to have a dark side. I've lived most of my life with that dark side, and Angela's helped me see something different. But Evan, William, it is too much for Evan to control. He can.
So
Evan
what happens when we send William, let's say, to jail? And then it's not William who wakes up. It's Evan. And he's in jail for something he didn't do. What happens when someone who hates William sees Evan when he's Evan and attacks him, or worse? Well, they're the same body, so it doesn't matter.
That's what's going to happen.
It's not what should happen.
If you can somehow make the authorities see this difference.
Why can't we look for a way to separate them?
As I said, it's not like you.
We have magic in this world. I could do stuff I was never able to before thanks to it. Why can't we try to help him?
I have a flash. This is in Kyrus's head. A flash of Angela staring at him and saying that he's a monster just like his mother, and there's nothing that can change about it. And because of that, she could never love me. I look back at Braun. Okay. You do the research. find out if there's a priest here that can potentially assist with sickness of the mind. And if there is, you can attempt your way. But if it doesn't work, he needs to be taken care of. So William doesn't come back again.
How about this, just so that we feel safer and better with it? We'll bring him to the guard as, I don't know, a criminal, but not someone that would be executed, so they can at least hold him there. And then when we find the cure, we can let him go.
Right.
I just don't want him to pay for things that he didn't do.
That's the only thing, is, as everyone else sees it, he did do them.
At least there's someone who knows that it's not him.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to be here for a couple hours probably with Malin until she gets a little bit more comfortable with the priests here. So if you want to go back up there and bring him back, or if you want to wait, that's up to you. It's going to be a couple hours for me, though.
I'm gonna start looking.
All right. So you can go with Braun to take care of that. DM, I'm making my way over to the front so I can try to talk to Darakur, but I'll let you deal with Braun real quick.
Well, it's that was going to be my question. Is were you both having this conversation inside the temple?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Well, if you want to talk to Derek here, then and both of you will have to head outside because there's only one way in and out of this place.
I mean, since we're in the Temple of Life, I might as well try talking to a cleric here first.
Sure. Okay, we can do that. They are all around the place, so simply approaching one of them will get their attention.
If you want to do the Kairos thing first, it's okay.
Well, we'll start with you. We'll start with you since we're there.
Okay.
So
I'm just gonna go up to one of the priestesses then and just kind of hi.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
I have a friend who's not well, and I want to see if it's possible with knowledge here to save him.
We can certainly do all we can. What is the issue? What is the problem?
There are times when he is not himself, where a new him shows up. And this version of him isn't like my friend. He's bad. He wants to do bad things. And I just want my friend to be free of that.
Sickness of the mind. I'm sorry, my dear, but there's not much we can do with that.
He's a good man.
I'm sure he is, but if it's of the mind, there is not much we can. Our healing powers and spells can only do so much. When it comes to the minds, there is very little we can do.
Any knowledge anywhere that you think I can search?
You can try the Rising Sun Library if you wish to see if there's something there. Our own scrolls might have something for you to try and search. We have not much. Most of our spells and healing abilities are spread through words, not through written law. Well, you can try though.
Okay, thank you. And I will just make my way out.
Sure. No worries. Yes. So, Darika and Karis. Darika, you are muted.
Whilst being outside, whilst that was happening, I am looking around and see if I see anything different than I saw before.
Not much has changed since the last time you saw, except that
Nope, nothing at all.
Well, there has been some change. It's been getting darker. It's been getting
Yeah.
darker. The nightlife is beginning to come out. So that's about it.
Look at that rock.
I'll play my
Doesn't that
flute.
rock kind
I'll
of
play
look
my
like
flute.
Elvis?
I don't even see that rock. I mean, come on.
No. Well,
Just-
so while you are playing your flute, you attract the attention of one of the priests of Kaim, who approaches you. That is very beautiful flute playing. Where did you learn that?
Well, I think I first started when I was very young, and I just picked up a few songs here and there whilst traveling across the country.
It can
No
be very useful in
specific.
healing.
Well, I've never tried that, to be fair.
If you wish, we could certainly use with some of your beautiful playing here.
I can understand that, but that's not what I'm looking for at this particular moment.
Understandable. One, I can see that one of sort of you is not quite destined for the life of the healer, perhaps.
What gave it away?
She smiles. Well, thank you for the entertainment, at least.
Yeah, no problem. I'm happy to help.
It's possibly about this moment when Kairos appears at the door.
Hi.
Am I interrupting anything, Derek here?
No, not at all.
Very good. So, looking at you, dark haired, do you have any kind of holy symbol on you at all, like on your clothing or like a physical thing or anything like that is visible?
I have an amulet.
Okay. Does it have anything on it that depicts your being a devotee of a god of any kind?
Nope.
Okay. So, Darakir, you were more than welcome to come inside the church with us.
I know. I have been inside. I poked my head inside.
All right.
It's just I noticed that the girl wasn't especially fond of me, so I thought for you to make your road easier, I just stay outside and keep guard.
Excellent. Well, she's in there sleeping now. She's out like a light.
And
We're going to
in my knowledge, that's all she need. As I said, I've seen this before.
So this group of people that you're with, I want to get back to that if I may. They
Of course, group of friends. Nothing
I-
special.
do you hunt undead?
I hunt undead.
Do you?
No, not
Okay.
specifically.
You just hear of horrible things that happen in the world and your group goes to attend to them and take care of the issues?
No,
Oh,
no. I just came there to, as I said, find out what the College of Mages had to do with that, because I want to disrupt them.
okay.
If you want to disrupt all evil in the world, then, well, you have no life.
That is very true. And that is not necessarily where I lay my mindset. nor does it honestly lay with any disruption of the College of Mages. But I am noticing that there are some connections with things I've been discovering lately in the town this past couple weeks, and with this scenario that had happened tonight. You've been very helpful, and I do wish to say thank you for your assistance. And I apologize for how I treated you when we first met, but
I'm
given the circumstances.
standing in your shoes, I would probably have done the same, if not a bit worse.
Well, thank you for understanding. Now, I, as I said, I don't really have anything against per se the College of Mages, but nor do I have any fondness for them either, per se. But your skill with that sword, and not to mention the sturdy tenacity of your armor, you might be a very welcome new friend, if you like.
New friend to the two of you or the four of you, if I understood the other. Where's the other one actually? Correctly? He said that
May
two more of you were guarding the one you left behind, so I'm still interested
correct.
in that one as well, so.
I am as well also. And that one, I do need to take that one to deal with somebody. And that is something that I need to take care of on my own. But he is, I'm afraid my our friend Braun is potentially barking up the wrong tree, as it were, and there's nothing to be done for him, I don't think.
What seems to be the problem?
I don't know how knowledgeable you are with sickness of the mind. I am not. But apparently, have you heard of the name William Lewis?
I'm looking to the DM. Have I?
The name. Go and make me
I
a history check.
I knew of the mention, so
Yeah, make me a history check for this one.
Ooh!
not
Hey,
bad.
there we go. um, the name William Lewis came up.
Okay.
That is about it. With that history roll, you rolled high, but not high enough for more information. But William Lewis was a name that has certainly come up in your history, shall I say, in terms of your backstory.
Okay. And in regards to
In regards to the experimentation on creatures, black crystalline creatures.
William
Lewis,
Lewis.
Lewis.
Well, I have to say that of course I knew of the mention and I knew of William Lewis, but more in regards to our earlier discussion about the crystal in the girl. He was one whilst I was working for the college. He was one uh, regularly, well, whose name at least regularly came up whilst talking about the experimenting on subjects.
What about the name Evan Dane?
I again have the feeling to look at my DM.
This with that history roll, no.
Okay. No, that's, should I know him? Or is it
Uh,
the same person or another person or?
that's what I'm getting to. Um, I honestly don't I believe, if I recall correctly, DM, Evan Dane is the one who owns the mansion. Is that correct?
Correct. Correct. That is correct. Yes.
Um, and there had been rumors of strange things occurring at his house throughout the town here. But um, your William Lewis and Evan Dane are actually the same person, except
Hmm.
it's like two different minds within the same head, if it were, as it
Okay,
were.
two different minds in the same heads or two different entities in the same body?
I don't think it's two different entities in the same body. I believe it's two different minds in the same head, but I'm only speculating because I don't understand these types of things completely. I do understand, though, before we met you and left here with that little girl, we had gotten into a fight with William Lewis. And when we had almost killed him, he had gone unconscious and then quickly woke back up. But it was Evan Dane who was answering. Different voice, and Evan Dane had no idea what had just occurred, didn't know who we were, didn't know anything about the fight.
Hmm. Well, it sounds like it could be, but now I'm guessing because I'm definitely not a magical expert on that part. This could be an effect of the black crystal. I mean, it has been used to, um, by lack of a better word, undermine the use of magic in people.
We had plenty of um, experience with that so far in the last couple hours, and um, proof that whatever William Lewis was doing with those crystal experimentations, those zombies were a result of. And I am still deathly afraid that that little girl is going to become one of those zombie things because of the same experiments being done upon her.
I really don't know. This is the first time, I believe, looking at my DM, that I've seen zombies with crystals in them.
This is correct.
I'm outside of character. I'm walking a line a bit here in what I can and cannot tell.
Yeah,
So
I understand. You're actually well. The line you're walking is actually you're actually quite far away from the line, so don't worry too much about it. If you are genuinely worried about how much you want about what you want to reveal, just send me a quick message and I'll be able to say yes or no to that.
yeah,
But right now you're doing grand. This is indeed the first time that you have ever seen creatures, humanoids, with which are embedded with this black crystal. Something that it didn't really occur to you during the that you didn't sort of try that again. Something that occurred to you during the fight, but didn't think much of, was the fact that these humanoids were of many different types of species: elf, human, dwarf, halfling as well.
hmm
But they all had this sort of this black crystal embedded in them in some way. In terms of your backstory, this was nothing that you ever came across for whatever reason. You knew about the experimentation, but as the results of those experimentation, you were never you yourself as a character were not part of the disposal of whatever the results were.
would I know anything about necromancy or a
You
way
would
to create zombies?
you would be familiar with it. Yes, I'd say you would be familiar in terms of the fact that it is a magical process. Um, as to how it is, you wouldn't know that per se
I
because
don't know
you.
the details, but I know it exists and
Oh
that
yeah, you would
College of Mages
know it.
has access to this kind of magic.
Yes, you would know that. Yes.
Well, Kyrus was it, right?
Yes.
To be fair, it I don't know if it's the Black Crystal, but I know that the College of Mages were Mr. William has been working for has access to different kinds of magics falling into the school of necromancy that would be able to create zombies. I don't know if it's an effect of. I don't think it's the after effect of black crystal being put into a human being or a dwarf or elf or anything other than because I don't know if you noticed, but the zombies we fought were not all humans, were different kind of humanoids.
Yes.
So at least one dwarf and one elf, and I think a halfling as well. But those are pretty hard to capture if they're a zombie instead of human. Could also be a small human, you know.
Uh, I can also inform you that we fought a group of them when we were coming to the mansion, walking through those woods. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but I could hear the sounds of those beasts, those creatures, roaming throughout that entire forest. For some reason, they are staying in that forest and they're not leaving there coming into town, which is a blessing, I'm sure, for the town. But it does cause a little bit of an issue traveling back and forth between here and the mansion itself.
Causes two issues, I believe. Have you inspected the fence?
Have not had the chance to inspect the fence since we discovered these
Because if what you
creatures.
say is true and that William character woke up as himself and not as the other guy, and if well, then if it's magically linked somehow to the other guy to keep those creatures in. Do you see where I'm going?
I believe so. I believe that there is some kind of connection between the two of them, that is for sure, but I'm not exactly sure what that is, and I think that's what you're stating is you wish to find out.
Well,
Or
couldn't hurt. I mean, you could also let the monsters go loose on the town. I mean,
is that. Now, is this something that you said you had looking to take you're in opposition of the College of Mages for your own personal reasons. I can understand that. And with this other group of people you met, it led you to the mansion. So I'm now assuming that this group of people that you're with are also of a like mind of yours and have something against the College of Mages.
uh, yes.
So were you dealing with this, or did you come there to try to find something to prove that the College of Mages is doing something false, or what was the reason that you came there? What were you hoping to find?
Well, in my opinion, you can try to prove anything before you have your death.
It's probably about this time, Braun, that you are also now leaving the temple.
So you won't have the time to make a case, if that's what you mean. So
No.
I'm just trying to disrupt them and bring them down as far as I can until well, bitter end.
All right. I apologize. I press too much. I don't need to know all of this. This is your personal thing that you're dealing with. So I apologize. I don't mean to press, but um, did bring you into our company, and your help and assistance would be nice if that's something that you're interested in.
Well, we can at least go inspect the mansion further together and see where that brings us.
Sure. Looking at Braun as he comes up, did you find anything?
Headed to the library to see what I can find.
All right. I'm gonna check with the priest here really quick. Are you staying any place, Derica?
Not particularly, no.
All right. Um, I understand some of our companions are staying at an inn. What was the name of that inn where you had
It's
that?
the Flying Turtle Inn.
Oh, the Flying Turtle Inn, and if I recall correctly, they do have some. They still well, they did have some openings there if you are looking for a place to stay. I don't work for them, so it doesn't bring me any kind of compensation if you're thinking
I really wouldn't even
that.
care, but don't know when you want to go back to the mansion.
There's a couple things I need to take care of first while we're back in town before I head out to the mansion. That's why I was asking if you had a place to stay.
Okay, when and where do you want to meet?
Well, Braun, how long do you think you're going to be at the library?
I don't think for more than a couple hours. The selection they gave me to look through wasn't that big, so.
All right. Maybe meet you at the library in a couple hours. Is that good, Braun?
That's
Derek?
fine.
Sure, which library? Or is there just one here?
The Archive of the Sun.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I know, I think I know where to find that.
Okay, perfect.
Alrighty then. And as the three of you split off for your various errands for the evening, we will close the session today. I do have to say, guys, I would love to give you all lots and lots of inspiration for that amazing roleplay that the three of you have been doing today. It's just wonderful for me just to sit back and watch you guys play out. It's fantastic. I was having so much fun just watching you guys. But yes,
Great.
thank you all, the three of you, for so much for joining me today, and those of you who are watching today as well. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun just sitting back and watching these guys go. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. Just the stuff that was going past. Loving it. Yes. So we'll do a quick memorable moments thing with the three of you. Kairos, what was your memorable moment for today?
I really am enjoying the kindness hate relationship that is going on between Braun and Kyrus with the clash of mindsets. I think that's a lot of fun. I'm having a good time with that.
Me too. Derek here. Did you have a memorable moment for today?
Did I have a memorable moment for today? Oh, wow. Well, starting a new character whilst other people are already far into their character is something special. Let's just put it like that. And yeah, that was my memorable moment, I think.
Absolutely.
Look,
I definitely feel you there. Definitely feel you there. It's a lot. It's a lot of fun, but it can be also a bit daunting occasionally.
Well, the thing is, you have a lot of meta information that you cannot use, and other meta information that's in the backstory that you can use.
Yeah.
So you have to really balance that out. But
Yeah. Yeah, I understand you there. Braun, did you have a memorable moment today?
Memorable moment. Let me think. Well, we had the neat little zombie fight, which almost looked like the first zombie fight, but only for one person instead of like three of us.
Indeed.
Then we had the verbal abuse of the guard captain. Hi, which is the best moment so far. That was my high moment, just verbally abusing that guard captain for being the worst. Everyone just piling on.
Oh man, there's nothing bad is going to happen at all with that verbal abuse. Nothing at all. Cool. We're gonna. I would say my memorable moment was, but I have far too many. Some of which also involve a lot of metagaming stuff as well. So I'm not going to say anything because I was having so much fun.
I was thinking you were at least going to say one thing.
And what would that be?
What would you think that will be?
I don't know. We'll have to find out. So we'll have to find out another time what that will be.
Okay.
We're gonna go and raid somebody here. Saw that Milikissa was went online to do some streams. So we're gonna go raid her. Say hi to her. Do go over, send us some laughs, send some likes, and all that kind of stuff. Oh damn it! I just did a dum dum. We'll try that again. We'll try that again. There we go.
What did you do, Ed? What did you do?
I pressed a button I shouldn't have pressed. So we're gonna go raid Milikissa. Do send us some laughs, send us some likes, and all that fun stuff. Do take care of yourselves. I will be back next week. Do keep an eye on my Discord channel for what the plan will be, because I'm technically on holiday now for the next week, so I may end up streaming at times I don't normally stream at, so we'll see. Do bear in mind though that next week's Sunday, unfortunately, there will not be any D&D, as I have a prior arrangement that day, which is kind of annoying because I want to get back into you guys and I can't do it. Anyways, we'll be back 2 weeks afterwards with the Sunday lots, hopefully. provided that life doesn't get in the way for me. Anyways, take care of everyone, take care of yourselves, love each other, love yourselves as much as you can, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.